Hello and welcome back, friends, for our final run of this zombie-fueled episode of Express Lane. I know we're at the final run. It's so sad. But it's such a cool run, though, and I'm so glad you were here to see it because it is the brand new Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies. And the category, I've left out a few things. I'm sure our runner Kip could explain it. It is Terminus Unrestricted Current Patch. So, Kip, take it away and just at some point explain all those fun little categories mentioned.
Yeah, so my name's Kip. I've been speedrunning zombies for about a year and a half. I've been running this game since about the day it dropped. I'm going to get this going right away because it's got quite a long cutscene to it. But yeah, this run is very fun. It's very fast-paced. It has had about 2 minutes taken away from it on the recent patches. But it'll have a minute added back after this run, like a week after here, with the new DLC drop. So it's had quite the controversy with who holds the record, what the fastest time is, what the fastest route is, but we found a pretty consistent way to play.
All right.
And the timer will start in 2, 1. That was kind of bad, sorry. It's a bit awkward to get going because the cutscene itself is not the same every time. But we'll start just farming headshots. We need a lot of money to get out of here because we have to get all the way to the bottom of the map by round 5 or round 6.
Okay.
I've seen my shit.
With Rampage, the whole round will always come in like 15 seconds faster than they used to. So you can get through all of this much quicker. Because now we'll be on round 3 as that gen ends. And do the same thing. The pathing sometimes when you hit these zombies, they kind of freak out like that. Kind of funny. Clear up the whole round, we're on to the next. And we'll be checking this clock. And that number is 3. And that'll be used on a code later to fight the first boss.
Oh. Is that number random then?
Yeah, the hour in the hand will be random. Obviously, it can't be 0, but it will not be 9 either.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why it can't be 9, but it has never been 9. We did not get bugs this round. We can get it 5 or 6, and that also sets it to 10 or 12 later in the run. But that means we can hit a quote skip later in the run because we did not get bugs.
Yeah, someone in chat mentioned bugs, please be nice.
Yeah. We're also going to talk to that stuffed animal there in that closet real quick because it'll give us a shock charge later that used to be used in that lockdown skip, but now I just use at the end of the map.
Nice.
Also, we did get good RNG. We have the best trap in the game. There are 3 of these around the map, and that one is the closest to where we need it to be. The other 2 are at the bottom of the lab, so they can't lose too much time, but they lose like 15 seconds. Just clear out of here. We ended that round a little early, but it'll be all right.
Good work.
So you got some fans in chat cheering on the jug trap.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of RNG on this map anymore, and there never really was actually. But that means that there's not a lot of leeway in the run either for times.
Gotcha.
This is a very important impact to hit, and we did not miss it.
Nice.
Because we need that double for the rest of the run. Drop this so I don't die, and switch to that because we'll need it also later in the run. If you play on solo, when you pause right there, your game will pause. But if you play on squad fill with or you play squad with squad fill off, you will not pause your game. And since the game is RTA, it's faster to be on squad and have the game play around you. Oh, we're very poor for this run, though. That'll be fine, though.
Yeah.
What the fuck now?
Need to get this for the first step of this egg. I'm just gonna kind of clear the wave out. And we have to shoot these 5 boxes through the middle of the map here. I hope that drop wasn't something good. Because my energy mine down there killed a zombie and it forced a drop. Because they're based off of kills in the round. These codes I'm entering on my phone as I run. We used to not do this. It's a pretty recent add-on. Saves a little time, but it's kind of annoying to do. Hit a basketball up there. Make 2,000 points appear right there.
Makes sense.
Yeah. There, on the initial drop of this game, you could shoot it with the shotgun I have, and it would count for every bullet that hit, and you could get up to 64,000 points there. And obviously, when they patched that, we had to clear the board because you couldn't have 64,000 points anymore.
Oh, gotcha.
And we also have a chance at the best RNG on wires. Okay. 3-2 is our code. I saw that post quick, but I'll show it again.
Insert the resonator into what Tanofsky called the oscillation calibrator.
We need to make a lot of money here, but I don't think we will. It'll be fine if we don't. Yeah, we don't have enough. For a jug. Actually, we might. Oh, we do. I sometimes forget how the points work for perks, because it used to be like they all had their own point system, but now it's 2,500 for the first perk on the game, and everyone after it is just 500 more. So jug was 3,500 there, when normally on a map it'd be a 2,500 in older games, which are what I normally played. Turn our boat around real quick here. We just have to fill these soul boxes, only with the purple-eyed zombies, which used to make this really confusing, but we found a way to actually play it out now. It is killing this one and that one. And then these two, and there should be 2 zombies that spawn now, and if it shocks that one, we're unlucky. But it did not. Man, this is quite the run.
Nice, nice.
It's a good thing I can't see my timer, because I feel like we're really fast.
You're doing great. Well,
Yeah.
I have a good question, since we're just to distract from the time. I know weapon skins are a big thing in Call of Duty, and it looks like we're using dark matter.
Yep, I have Dark Matter and Nebula, which are both the Mastery camos. I got Nebula 8 days after the game dropped.
Oh, wow.
Which means I got 66,000 headshots within 8 days of the game's release. I was on a bit of a tear. But there used to be a way to have infinite low spawns on a different map that they patched. That they needed to patch, I guess, in a way. So I don't mind it, but I abused it before they could. I didn't pick that up.
Whew.
We're on our way. Yeah.
That is impressive.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep in the call that I was in with the guys, like, twice.
I can respect that. I have 100% done that too.
We have a box down here we can check. It would be nice to get a blue ether tool, because it would make our kill on Nathan much quicker. We did not, but it's fine. I need to make a lot of money here still. Because actually I don't think I need too much more than this. Actually, I might be fine, because I need to buy 2 ammo buys, which are each going to be 1,000 points, and I need 750 for that trap I said I need to hit earlier. So we need to make about 1,000 points between this round and next round.
Okay.
But that's not too bad to do. And we will now be building the wonder weapon and technically starting the first step of the egg, which is hitting this to get that hard drive And if we would have been in lab, we would take an elevator from the bottom of the map to the top of the map. But since we were at the better trap, we just run right up here and enter it into this after it remembers that we exist on the map.
Fair. Now, I see you've run both Terminus and Liberty Falls. Do you have a preference between the two?
I like Terminus more. Liberty has a lot of RNG to it. Like, especially in the boss fight, whereas this boss is pretty straightforward.
Gotcha.
I actually need to make a lot of money.
We need 3 digits. With any luck, one of the workers wrote down the keypad code.
This could get awkward. I don't have enough for an ammo buy. Actually, I do. I just got $200. That's kind of insane.
Nice. The game is like, okay, here, fine.
Yeah.
Take it.
We pulled that C4 off on the purple island back there, but it's very important to this run to get for this kill, because otherwise this kill takes a lot longer and would probably take more ammo than I could afford on a normal run. Don't grab me. There we go. And then there is a cutscene here, but we don't care about it. Have to grab this key card. And this is a little awkward, but again, we're fine with it. This is a better time loss for money. We need 300 points to buy this boat.
Got it? Chop, chop.
But we can do that.
Key card. Most promising. So many locks. So many
Actually, where's my round?
abilities.
That was a really slow rampage pull-up. Normally they're right on you. Nathan's still talking to us, but he's been dead for a bit.
As one does. We just haven't realized they're dead yet. That's fine.
Shit.
This is that lockdown skip I was talking about earlier, where we would come into here and we would place a shock charge right on that door, and it would let us back out. But now we have to sit in here for about 50 seconds. It would be cool if there was like something that actually happened in here, but there really isn't.
Just somebody saying hi.
Yeah. There's technically 3 waves of it, and we're about to get to the 3rd one. That is the start of it. Need to not die. It's weird not having the pistol ammo still. But I do get a max at the end of this, so that'll save us. Get our boat out of this little awkward corner we always park it in. And we got perfect RNG.
Very nice.
So
Yeah,
we
chat
also
with me.
do not need money, because otherwise we would have needed 1,500 points to buy into the other wire.
Oh.
It is pretty insane that we got perfect RNG on this run. I'm not gonna lie, because that would have cost us a lot.
Hey, you take it. You take it.
Version warheads, or I swear I'll
This
Yeah,
is-
Chad is just popping off with the RNG.
Yeah, this is pretty ridiculous. Do some tight boat maneuvering here,
Oh, that was clean.
and then run off on this and send it out to that buoy off to our right there. But we're gonna go to our left and place our last wire and try to end this round without dying. This round is super scary. Oh, that's huge though. We're just getting everything this run.
Let's say, yeah, super scary. Here's armor. I need money. Here's 200.
Want to pull an full power, hopefully. Yep, there it is. There's a lot of those side eggs all around the map that just have power ups.
explain yourself. Why do you sound like Agent Mike?
Come on. That's it. Okay. Get out of here. And she said, stop talking. Yep. And there's the quote skip. So that is the last current skip we have in the game until lockdown comes back.
You plan on grabbing this gizmo or what?
Pull that max ammo out of nowhere as well.
What is going on?
And then we're on to the last step before a boss fight.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. This game stay quick. Especially when you get good RNG. Anytime you get good RNG and like the map is not slowing down, it just stays really fast.
Wow.
Hop off of this.
Look at that. It worked.
2 more. Remember, time is not on our
Goodness.
side.
There's a good chance that this could WR.
13 certainly would.
Well, we'll focus on getting there. And chat, I want to see all the energy being put into chat right now.
I don't think I can afford speed cola. It is. No, it's 5.5. No, I can't. Yeah, that is unlucky, but we'll be fine without it.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I am gonna go buy it, but we'll have to get some kills in boss. There's 2 ways to play around it.
Connection established. Overriding submarine controls.
It's kind of funny. I get excited about a WR here, but like I said earlier, with the lockdown coming back, this time will be irrelevant in a week. But regardless, it is still a very, very fast run.
Yeah, it is mind-blowing to see how fast you are tearing through this run right now.
Lay down. Punch this.
Activate apocalypse protocol.
Arming self-destruct system. Commencing countdown to thermonuclear detonation.
Pop that shroud from earlier to avoid being hit. These bombs take about like 10, 11 seconds. This shroud also used to last 3 seconds longer, and they also nerfed that because of this step.
Oh, wow.
There's been a lot of changes to this game because of this map.
Goodness.
You took a detonator offline. How very clever. But believe me, your efforts are in vain. Your courage in the face of futility is admirable. No, really. Or is it just desperation?
That is fine.
Apocalypse protocol reactivated.
Give me those. Hop over
You
this.
actually did it.
I am directing Dr. Modi's submarine to the docking area.
And we're entering boss.
The door to the docks is on the lower floor of the biolab. Roll out the welcome wagon.
Pick this up.
My warheads.
I'll have you know my jaw is pretty much on my desk right now. This run is wild.
So this boss at the first 2 phases only has 2 attacks. This wipe, which can't hit you at the back here. So now I can just hang out. I need to get some kills. I need to remember that early before he clears my wave. So this wipe would only ever happen again if he slams. There's a pattern to the way he attacks. And once you get to the hang of it, you can kind of just dance around that ammo box really easily.
Okay.
I have just realized I set myself up with a problem, but I can solve it because this boss is down for 1 minute and 1 second at 18:48. So I have to be at.
Right, you better slither away.
I have to remember it for 1949
Fear its retreat may prove temporary.
on that match timer. That match timer is different than our actual live split timer by about like 12 seconds.
Okay.
Because it counts that initial cutscene that I was saying is inconsistent,
Gotcha.
which is why we don't time it.
So Chad is absolutely losing their minds right now over this run. Like
Yeah.
you are doing amazing work on this.
Yeah, and I'm about to show something else off too. So this
I'm
fire
invested.
phase right here, if we jump in this water right here, it will not attack at us anymore. And we can break the fire phase.
Oh.
Except for I need to not be in the water like that. But then I hop up over here. It's not the best. Oh, move back. Perfect. Except for we're still on fire. I actually have not dealt with this before. I think I've just glitched the boss out. Because I cannot do damage to it. There we go. I glitched the boss out.
Oh.
So we did just lose a bunch of time. But yeah, it's honestly fine. Like this thing I just did there, I found 2 days ago, and I just kind of been enjoying it, and I've not had that happen yet, and it's good to know.
Love it.
$59.
Okay, this time I'm gonna assume he's not dead. Probably mutating into something significantly worse.
We did lose a lot of time there, but I still think this will be a 22 as long as I play it halfway decent.
You're playing like 100% decent right now, so
Yeah.
I have faith.
The third phase here comes down to a little bit of RNG. There's the blue phase of it, you can only shoot the eyes, and if you get 2 or 3 phases of it in a row, it can just kind of lose you a little time and having to be accurate with your shots.
I gotcha.
Also, I'm gonna try to get the amalgam, that big tentacle monster that's been chasing us around, to just kind of disappear for this third phase. But I need him to spawn in. There he is. So now he'll go on that side of the boss, and the boss is gonna have tentacles spawn in, and then I will not be able to hit him. Also, this is very good. Because now I will not have to hit the eyes, I just kind of hit the head.
Nice.
Look at that. I'm gonna throw this as well, just because I can.
Why not?
Pop those eyes. It can only wipe. I have to wait for the eyes, though, because it blocks its own eyes. I missed an eye over here. But that pops the phase then. And now I have to hope to not get blue again. And I got blue again.
Of course.
It's fine. I popped the phase, and that will be the end of fight. But we have until the black phase in and for the cutscene. Actually, that was not... I lost a lot there, I think. Yeah, I definitely did. At that boss transition.
Yeah, that glitch. Oh,
Yeah, that's good to know. Like I said, I've never seen that, and this has been a new thing that we've been running, so...
gotcha.
Very interesting. That fire phase is supposed to disappear when I get out of the water. But the run will be ending in about 2 seconds. There. The black fade is also different based on when that quote ends. So...
That
Yeah.
was absolutely wild.
If I guess, it's probably about a 32 or 23:20, I think. It was a very solid
It
one.
is looking like 23:15.
Yeah, that would. I mean, that'd be a good run even on old patch. So yeah, that's perfect RNG and just a little loss in boss.
And actually, like you were completely cooking that run, so I didn't have time to ask questions or anything. But there were two questions that came up. Do you play controller or mouse and keyboard?
I play mouse and keyboard.
There you go.
And the mouse and keyboard has a difference on that sliding I was doing all over the map. That because we have a bind that is different that I don't think you can do on console. At least it's not as easy to do on console because of controller.
Oh,
Because there's just less.
gotcha.
You just have less buttons.
Okay. And then the other question that came up was, so dual pistols are better DPS than the Wonder Weapon?
Yeah, the dual pistols have always done the most to that boss. That damage I was doing there is the most damage you can do to the boss. They've just always been super strong. We don't really know why. We don't know why they make the Wonder Weapons so weak. I think that's the better question, is why don't they make the Wonder Weapons better?
That makes sense. Yeah, that was my brain hurts
Yeah, I guess
for how
it
awesome
would have
that
been
was.
it would have been a little better to talk about if I had a little bit less going on. Yeah, that was a very solid run for what these runs do.
You were cooking, and I was all for you just letting you cook because that was amazing. But yeah, it's GG's chat was popping off for you. They are still popping off for you. But in the meantime, please tell us, like, where can people find you? What are you currently playing? Shout yourself out, shout communities out. Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I mainly just have my Twitch, X_Kip. My YouTube is basically just a PB vault. But shout out to the community. Shout out to the BO6 runners that we have. The game is brand new. That we're finding new stuff all the time. Maps are just getting destroyed every day. We've got, like I said earlier with the DLC, there's a new map coming out, so we'll be running that up. I'll be on all of BO6. I run BO3 as well. Like there's so much to do with these zombies runs. They're so much fun.
Yeah, that just, again, my mind's blown.